Okay, it's early doors, bit jet lagged. It's just the day after I got back, and I went to bed at 10:30 last night. Woke up at 1:30, listened to podcasts for 3 hours, and then said, "Sod it, I'm getting up." So it started getting light at 4 a.m, which is the joys of summer here. So I thought I'd come up to see Castell, Dinas Bran. The Dinas Bran castle sits on the hill above Llangollen. Fantastic old 13th century castle built by the Welsh. Took a long time to build it apparently, and then it was only used for 20 years and there was a fire. I'm not sure if it was raided, but it's a great spot because this is all that's left really now, the ruins. But it's a great spot because it looks over into Loegr, England, to the Welsh, which is that way. You might just be able to make out the aqueduct in Castell, which is a World Heritage Site. Fantastic aqueduct that the canal boats go over. So it was built to take the canal over when they were shipping slate, I guess, primarily from here, from the slate mines up here, and all around. And when you go over it, there's on one side, if you're on the boat, there's no railing. It just drops down like 100 meters. It's quite an experience. Sun's just kind of coming up over the hill there, although it's, as I said, it started coming up at around 4 a.m. And then here we got the fantastic Egluaseg cliffs, limestone escarpment, which is, I think it's one of the most incredible places I've ever seen. Incredible. I'll do a film, I'll do a walk down there. You don't quite get the sense of it from here, but it is just beautiful. And there's good rock climbing up there, and mountain biking. You can go up this escarpment up to Llandegla Forest up there where the Masters mountain bike centre, so I can go cross country to there from my home, which is great. I'm just getting my mountain bike back together. It's a little bit chilly this morning. It was 11 degrees when I got up, but yesterday it got up to like 22 in the afternoon. It was nice out. 22 is Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. 22 is almost as good as it gets here. Occasionally it'll get up to some crazy 25, 26 degrees and people will start complaining about the heat. So yeah, Egluaseg rocks, and then the Llantysilio are they're covered in heather and bracken, so they get this, well, the heather probably not out yet, so that colour on them is sort of old dead bracken from last year, but when the heather comes out they sort of turn purple. They're the most beautiful hills, and there's good mountain biking and walking over there as well. And then back over in this direction is Llangollen. That's my hometown. So yeah, little town, not big, about I think 3,000 people, just over the border from England into North Wales, but quite, I mean they do speak Welsh around here, but it's Llangollen's quite international. My house is somewhere just there, right in the middle of town. I can just see my van, my yellow camper van, and I can just make out my bedroom window because I know where it is. So I can see the castle from my bed, which is lovely. Yeah, so that's Llangollen with I'm not just making weird sounds. The Welsh double L. Llangollen's got 2 double L's in it, and the double L is it's not a vocal sound. It's not made in the throat. It's a sound. It's made with the tongue in the mouth. So it's a sound. So it's double L becomes so it becomes Llangollen. And Welsh is a tonal language, I'd say. Not quite as tonal as Vietnamese, but it's not just Llangollen, but it's got a musical quality to it. So the locals would say Llangollen. So a lovely sort of lilt to the Welsh accent. North Welsh accent, quite different from South Wales, which is probably more common because that's where the bigger towns are, bigger cities. Swansea and Cardiff, there's no big cities up here. It's just lovely countryside, small towns. and I love it. It's really good to be home. I'm enjoying my summer here. But it's good to be back in my own bed. Ooh, after 6 months of hostels and bike packing. Yeah, definitely good to be home. Croeso a Gymru. Welcome to Wales.